Welcome to Let Off Shots Films. Let the people know we have in the building.
Hey, it's Kashmere. I'm from Cali, SoCal, and Central Cal. That's pretty much it.
And what was it like growing up in Los Angeles?
I don't really get out much. It's like the beach, and that's all I know.
Well, are you able to elaborate like what it was like growing up in your younger years?
I mean, I came from a broken home. My dad was the provider. My mom was like the envious woman that made our life hell and like taught us struggle, but we really didn't pay attention to that. So struggle wasn't nothing to us.
So you kind of grew up in a single parent household, or your mother was there as well? It was just that.
No, they were like, I don't know, we'd go back and forth. They had joint custody. So it'd be like they'd see us. I don't know. My mom would take us to a fair. Next thing you know, we snatched her by our dad going back to Cali or wherever. And then that went on for I don't know. I think like 4 years, 5 years. It stopped when I turned 6. Then he left when I turned 6. Stopped providing. Things got a little weird, and I just stayed quiet and observant my whole life through. That was it.
So you able to elaborate on like the disconnect between your parents? Were they going through like a divorce, or you kind of was like too young to even go that far enough to remember?
I don't remember them getting a divorce, but my mom, she said they got a divorce. My dad doesn't talk about it. He just lived his life, bought us electronics so we wouldn't trip off of anything, small, big, whatever. We had every shoe that we wanted. We never showed my dad at all.
That's dope. Real stand upish. So how was your life like before you got involved with the game? Like, what are some of the things that you were into?
Honestly, it was always kind of like I was manipulating or like finessing my whole life. So, I mean, what have may have been a lie to some others was actually me getting my way.
Did you have a P or did you not have a P, or what was your situation
Like, what age?
when you first got involved with the game?
Nope.
Okay.
I just had someone in my corner. I called him my folks. He's from Louisiana. He never like really took money from me. We were just always on the go, me and two other girls.
Are you able to walk the viewers through what your first night was like turning your first trick?
Yeah. So first trick I returned. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even fuck him. We were just talking, having a few drinks, and he was just like, "You want to stay because my Barker friends are coming. And you could do like a private show. I have a pole up." I knew nothing about that really. It was like I was first getting into the game, so I didn't know any pole tricks. I didn't know how to, do the movements. I didn't know anything. Like all I knew was be sexy, be cute. So I turned that down, and he introduced me to some of his friends and told me that he is part of Hell's Angels. So I was kind of like, oh, okay. And was the guy that was like teaching me the game, and, like guiding me without, you know, being there or really showing me step by step. He wasn't holding my hand. I wasn't being watched, babysat, nothing like that. So I was just there. Got my little 500 and cut.
So did the game come across pretty easy to you, or did you really learn through trial and error?
It came pretty easy. The only time I learned through trial and error was when I befriended my best friend. Her name's Ruby. I don't know if you guys know her. Her name's Ruby Money on Instagram. Um, what happened was her friends were very envious. You know, stole my clothes, talk shit about me, whatever the case may have been. That's the only time I like felt self conscious about myself, or like I wasn't doing something right. I needed to be better, but they really weren't competition to me. I just didn't see any competition. I made it look easy. Yes.
Right, made it look easy for sure. Do you have an OnlyFans? And how has the OnlyFans impacted your money on the street?
I cut OnlyFans out when it wasn't working out with my cousin. She had made my account, but I was really never able to stream or get the money from the account. It wasn't like she was taking money. It's just in that state of moment, I was actually going through stuff with my ex. He was abusive and verbally abusive and just a lot of shit. So I wasn't really into the OnlyFans type shit anymore. So I just gave it up. It's good money. You can make like
So
9K a week, but I didn't really pay attention to that. I wasn't really focused. Where I'm at is way different.
respect. So are you open to doing collaborations on OnlyFans? Like if you find somebody who want to work with you, and how much money would they actually need to bring to the table for you to star in one of their videos?
So if I do any collaborations, it's gotta be 3,000 just for me to do an appearance, and then whatever we get from the video, of course, I get my cut, she get her cut, and we make it half 50-50.
Have you ever dealt with someone famous or someone who has some notoriety?
Yes, a few times actually. I am right now.
We need to know who.
Oh, he's from Vallejo. I don't know if you guys know, but his cousin. Um, he was out there too, but things didn't work out with him. Like also a party group or whatever. He was cool and like things were straight. It's just he thought I was he thought I was ratchet, and that's what made me stop fucking with him.
And it was the same situation for everybody else as well, or was every situation different?
Every situation was different with every other other dude I dealt with. It was like really complex. All of them. Some were like I don't know, like really into me, and then others were like really just manipulative and I don't know, turn off for real, for real. Like they came from the struggle. I didn't really have to struggle, so it was like I'm here, okay. I don't know. I'm gonna just see what it is, observe, and then if it's what I like, then okay, cool. I can work it out. We can do some business. If not, it's like I'm gonna dip on your ass. I gotta go. That's how it was with for real.
Okay. So are you able to tell me how old you were when you first started turning tricks?
I was 18. I just lost a 4 month baby. I miscarried and I got the abortion, so I didn't have that dead baby. That set me off, and that's when I got on Backpage myself and got straight to the money.
Are you able to give basically the viewers a rundown what your first night was like on the strip?
First night on the strip, it was actually He won, and it was easy. Met my little 780 actually in 1 hour. Left that bitch. Took it in. That came with reaching out to a friend, and she tried to pimp me and her boyfriend did too, but they could tell I wasn't like a slow ass little ratchet girl that's out here and struggling. So she was more professional, and they even said I could, come to their cleaning business. But he was so jealous and he wanted me to make more money. So he he did some little faggot ass shit. Try to fucking, when a faggot actually starts talking shit in front of you and shit like that, you just looking at him like, this bitch, you a bitch ass nigga. I don't respect you. That's the type of situation it was with him. Um, he tried to pimp me, it didn't work out. I did a threesome with him. Still living in Oakland for about, I don't know, 3 weeks or so. It just wasn't my type of thing. I was trying to get her out of the situation with him. She was supposed to become my bitch after I knew that she was trying to manipulate me and try to pimp me out. So after that, I fucking left. Like, I just couldn't. It took me into a McDonald's, stole all my shit, and I was like, okay, I won't ever be treated like that ever again. And I haven't. But I was 18. No, honestly, I took the time out to really ponder and sit and really think like, okay, so I'm good at this. How can I make myself better? Like the whole time I was with the bitch ass nigga and then the friend that tried to pin me out. I was just thinking like, I'm way better than them. I see what the fuck they going through. Financial freedom problems. I want financial freedom, so that's what I'm gonna get, guaranteed. They're struggling, creating a business that basically his dad is making him work for, and like lowballing him because it's his dad's business. I'm I gotta get my shit together. I'm only 18. I know what to do.
What type of things were you into before you turned into a 304?
I was emo. I like drawing anime. Samurai Shampoo was my main character. Mugen, I drew him a lot. Um, I listened to like Japanese music before that, K-pop and all that shit. I played video games. I annoyed my siblings a lot. Uh, but I always isolated myself when I felt down on my luck or just like empty inside. Like there was times I went through like abandonment issues, not being around my father, and that fucking killed me. So I like got a little isolated, stayed to myself, didn't talk to no one. I had lights in my room, but my room was red, and then we painted it purple. So I was just going through motions. I took care of several boyfriends. I mean, one's somebody. It was more of like he needed a motherly touch, and I was, his protector, his confidant.
What's been your
Saved him for
toughest
real.
obstacle in this lifestyle?
I mean, fast money is spending fast, but now that I'm hella old now, just like I've been saving, but also I take care of my little sister back home, and then my best friend, she still needs the help, so I'm there for her when I can be. I'm there for her mom when I can be. I just I have a good heart, so if I can, I share the wealth. I gotta save at least 150K. Just realistically, living where I'm at now, it's so expensive out here. And there's like so many expensive things out here, like even the restaurants, some companies I go to for my eyelashes, like lash extensions, like getting my nails done, stuff like that. I gotta start saving more because I don't like spending and then like, oh, I only got 3,000. Like fuck.
No, I'm with you. You definitely got to help your people out, but at the same time, you got to make sure that that same love is reciprocated. Because if it's not reciprocated, then it's kind of like a person is trying to take advantage of you, whether it's friends or family. So,
Yeah. Also, it takes away from my parents. So I just do what I gotta do. I don't turn tricks anymore. Being in this lifestyle, I don't have to have sex like I mentioned when I first turned my first trick. It's an option, so it's like, okay, he's cute, I'm hot too. Like he got the money, but I'm not looking at him like a trick. I want him to be a part of my life. But bitch, at the end of the day, you disrespect me. You're still a trick. I just get up and go.
so this goes into the question from earlier. Have you ever paid a P? And if so, do you believe that it was a good investment?
Yes, and all of them honestly weren't good investments at all. They started businesses without me. They ran my name through the dirt. Um, some little silly shit with females I was not worried about. Like it doesn't take that much just to get the job done. So I didn't really get into it with females, but I told them one thing: like, don't fucking play with me. I'm not to be played with.
While being with a P, have you ever chose up on another P? And if so, are you able to walk us through the events that happened?
Yeah. Actually, choosing up on someone else, I had to come harder, come with more money, and leave my past behind. So that came with moving in with him. Eventually, like a month later, he got really abusive and snaked me out. So I felt like it backfired on me. A little more detail.
For sure. Come on, man. For sure, for sure.
Um, so he would like do little dumb shit like go ski his other bitches, and I know it's just I wouldn't actually tell him I knew. I'll try to use like the little vulnerability to my best, to my best ability because I wanted him. That's what I wanted. So I'd act like a crybaby, be throwing fits or whatever, like a big ass kid. But it was only because I actually wanted to be with him. After he did some really dirty shit, um, not just saving up all my money in a shoebox and putting it in his bank account for him and his family, he started tricking off on bitches too.
Say what?
Like 304s, he go get their hair done and just do everything for him. Put a baby in him. Some out of pocket ass shit I went through.
Well, you know the baby thing. A lot of people don't understand. This is the mindset of a P, and I know I've never been a P before, but I've been around a lot of P's. I got P's in my family, so on and so forth, right? So the mindset is, let me put a baby in her, and if I put a baby in her, this bitch gonna take care of me forever.
He's a trapper.
There you go. She gonna pay me
Yeah.
forever. You feel what I'm saying? And she gonna have a different type of outlook on me due to the fact of we got a baby with each other, so she can't treat me like how she treat the rest of these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they look at it. That's why these niggas putting babies in them. But what's the most money you ever made in a night?
In a night, like 19K.
19K in one night, nigga.
You gotta get a millionaire to fuck with you for real. Not just wanna say, oh, I wanna marry you, take you to a different island, because I've been through that. And that motherfucker gave me 1,200 to meet him. I stayed for about 15 minutes, no lie. That 1,500 didn't do shit. I went next day, I went early morning, like 7 or something. Got a Chanel bag, got an iPhone, XR, shit like that. The most when I was young, like 19 years old, the most I got paid a weekend was 5K. So I just wanted to throw that in there. That was the first time I seen the fucking money at all. Just stacking that up in the shoebox as well. We'll get into that if you ask me more questions.
For sure. We're gonna keep this shit rolling. Is this strictly for money or for pleasure?
It's strictly for money. That's all for money.
So you don't get no pleasure out of this. Like you don't enjoy none of the sex. You don't have a sex addiction. Nothing. This is strictly all money.
I'm not an info, so no. I know what the fuck I was doing getting in. I had a sister that basically showed me the game, but she was just doing all the wrong things. Like she was loyal to the man or the pimp that she was with, but today she's not here, so all the motherfuckers could fuck off for real. Because I still feel like that about them. I feel like shit every time I talk about her. But I guess this is just my destiny. I don't know. I still gotta figure that out. But yeah, she showed me the game. I just put my own little style on it, made it what I wanted, demanded what I wanted, and got what I wanted.
Well, you know, my condolences go out to you and your family. Rest in peace to your sister for sure. You know.
I'm about to cry, but
Nah, man, don't cry on here, man. Yeah, if we gotta take a break, I'll pause this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? For real, this shit ain't important. We could pause that shit. We ain't trying to do all that. Let me know when you're ready for the next question. We could chill for a minute.
I'm ready. Let's keep going. I gotta stay focused.
All right, for sure. Okay. Respectfully, how many niggas have you fucked in one night?
So on the track, it would be like at least 7 to 12 condoms.
Damn. I thought I was doing something. I done fucked 4 bitches in one day before. And me and my homies used to be talking about that shit like, nigga, I done fucked 4 bitches in one day. But yeah, you got me beat.
Okay, but that wasn't by choice. That was like I had to make.
Right, no, I get it. You was doing your shit for money. We out here.
19 years old.
I understand. I definitely understand. What's the nastiest request that you got from a trick?
Fuck up in the house for 5K. I threw up. I also thought it was nasty kicking a white guy in the balls. Getting rid of his manhood and making him feel like a bitch. There's guys out there that like that type of shit. I guess that's just part of the market. That's what's on the market. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't even want to elaborate on that shit. We gonna go to the next question. That shit crazy. What are you most comfortable with doing, in calls or out calls?
In call for sure. It's safer. I already know how to get out of a trap. If it's the steam, I already know how to get out of that. But going to them is more of a risk. Actually, I dealt with that when I was 19 as well. It was a sting that called me to a hotel. When I got there, I seen police officers walk past me by the lobby towards the elevators. And after that, I got a call saying, "We on the freeway. Cars parked under the bridge. That's what it is. You go out the back, run your ass to daddy." So that's what I did. That's the reason why I like phone calls better. I don't like alcohol.
So, have you ever had a time when someone felt embarrassed of you because of your career choice?
No, they just either hate or they hold me so high on a pedestal to where everybody in the room hates.
If you had a daughter, what would you say to her if she chose this as a career path?
I mean, I got prostitutes, dancers, entertainers, you know, queens, all that in my family. So it would not be nothing I wouldn't know about and couldn't, teach her better. Not saying I would ever freely make that choice. It's just I would have to accept it if she came to me how I came to my mom. Or I'd probably, do what a mom has to do to a child that's beautiful, smart, intelligent, got a lot going for herself, can use her beauty to her advantage, and not go into the game, even though she's most likely, I'm not gonna lie, born into the game. I fist fight her. Cause she'd be of age, I'm pretty sure. She wanna make that choice. She gotta live that life.
Yeah, she most definitely do. Parents always want what's better for their children, so I agree with you.
I'd be pissed the fuck off. I'd be really upset. I'm pretty sure my dad felt the same way I'm feeling right now. Just hearing that question from someone like really actually asking me that. Let my child think that they could be a hoe or a pimp. If they're gonna get the game, they're gonna get it straight up. I'd be pissed off. I would not be letting up on them. I would be so hard on them. So hard.
So we kind of like talked about your family earlier. How do your brothers feel about the situation? Because I know brothers can be overprotective over their sisters.
I don't think they really give a shit. They know what life is at the end of the day. We're all mixed with a little bit of black. So that's just what it is.
What's the most dangerous experience that you had in the business?
Being locked in a what looked like a dungeon.
And how many days was that for?
Like 15 seconds, but still.
Okay.
I was locked in there. And I found motherfucker that had to fucking pump up his penis with a remote controller, chased me out of his house, and I ran to my daddy. Got out of there. I never looked back. I took the money though, so I did what I needed to do. That was in Santa Rosa, California. If you ever take any game down there, make sure you're always around because if you're not, she definitely will die.
Let me ask you this. So the situation where you was in a dungeon, did you consider that to be kind of like a near death experience? Or was it not really?
I thought I could get out of it, and I did. Barefoot and all, I ran.
Well, the only reason
What I didn't do, he didn't snatch the money on my hand. He didn't check my pockets. He didn't do none of that. So I was kind of confused. Okay. All right, bro. You basically just put me to the test to see if I can get out of this, which I will. But still, that was a near death experience. The worst one I had was San Jose, California. Um, this Mexican fucking was acting like he wanted a date or whatever. I was on the track. He he pulled out his shank and a pocket knife and told me to strip. And I woke up bloody out of the van, truck, whatever it was. They're running down the street in a dress. But they had called my pimp and they told me that if you want her back, you gotta pay us. So basically, they did a fake ass ransom. These motherfuckers wasn't really about that one. And that's when I noticed like some things I had to go harder in the game about. After leaving there, I went straight back to San Francisco. Okay. That shit, I still played out there, but it kind of made me like frustrated with all the Mexicans. So really, I just started robbing shit.
And I was gonna ask you, so with that being a near death experience, why did you still choose to involve yourself in the business?
I mean, it didn't kill me. I only got stronger off of that. Started moving better. I was more equipped.
Do consequences from this life scare you?
No, not really. No.
How do you handle situations when a trick doesn't want to pay?
They either really gotta pay me or I just block their ass. But that doesn't happen. Maybe it happened once.
And what exactly happened when he refused to pay you? How did you go about it?
I mean, you want me to go into detail or just say I robbed
Yeah, now I go into detail, baby. Go ahead.
him? Okay. I beat his ass, took all his shit, took his wallet. I was like, he didn't come around.
Okay.
He didn't call me. He didn't make no reports. Never seen him again.
Hold on. Before you go any further, how long was this? Because we want to make sure that the statute of limitations is up with this shit.
What do you mean?
Like, how long ago was that? Like, you talking about the wallet and shit? Was that like a substantial amount of time?
I was young.
Oh, okay. We could put that in there. I was just make sure because I was gonna have bro bleep that shit out that way.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was like
Okay, we
maybe
good.
20.
Okay.
I remember one time I actually was told like I knew the nigga was trying to pimp me, but he was my boyfriend at first, and then he tried to have put me in like the game with the SOB type of shit, and it was like I trusted him, so I was just like so upset with him handing me a pin to fucking defend myself for the trick that was not gonna give me shit and was broke as fuck because I knew exactly where we were and he didn't know I knew over there was broke. It was College Town in Sacramento. I was pissed. I was hella tiny though, so I couldn't fight him. That's just a little dumb shit I went through. I let him think I was stupid because he kept trying to play me like I was stupid. So that wasn't a near death experience. It's just a dumbass fucking moment in my life I had to actually comment on. It was just stupid, and if he thought he was playing someone, he really played himself. Because I'm still living at the end of the day. I got my weight back, and I'm healthy. So that shit, I don't know. Just putting the pin in my hand, my heart broke. It like shattered that night. I was like, this motherfucker really think this. Like he really think I'm green, but it's okay. Let him think I'm green.
Do you provide raw services, and if so, how much do you charge?
No, I don't.
So, a guy can't come up and put a price tag on it like, "Hey, I got 15,000 to hit that shit raw." Blase, blase.
Okay, I'm straight. The only reason why I wouldn't is because I'm too smart, and also my sister did some shit like that, and she's not here today. So fuck no, I'm not doing that.
What do you mean when you say your sister did something like that and she's not here today? Are you able to elaborate on it?
Um, she was a full-on prostitute. She had multiple pimps. I was around when I was young. Up to the day she did actually pass. So not exactly like the day she passed, but that was her title in the streets. That was her label at the house. That was her label around family. I mean, she was a model in LA, and she did Broadway shows. But at the end of the day, she was mistreated. She was really ruined. But when she actually busted dates raw, she she furthered her chance of having HIV/AIDS.
Sorry to hear that. How do you ensure your safety, both in the streets and health wise?
I drink water. I eat healthy. I do a lot of positive things like just dancing. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a 304. That didn't last long. It was like for 2 months, and I was just in the game as an entertainer.
Have you ever got pregnant by a pee or a trick? And if so, what was the outcome?
I got pregnant by a pee. Um, the outcome of that was I needed to get an abortion as soon as possible. I could not have this baby with this type of man at all. Even though I would, ask him, so what do you want to do? I knew it was the best thing to just abort the child because I don't want to fucking get trapped.
Respectfully. So, do you do anal?
With my partner or with tricks?
No, with tricks.
No.
What's tighter, your pussy or your ass?
Um, both is tight. Honestly, I got it tight. Everything.
How does your lifestyle affect your relationship?
This guy is always jealous. Like he always gets upset, either if it's his friends or just a customer. He's always upset, but he does understand and he acknowledged that he does date a dancer.
Do you ever see yourself in a traditional square relationship?
Fuck no. I was born into the game. Nope.
Now that you're knee deep in the game, do you have any regrets?
Honestly, yeah. Friends in the past, fuck you. Um, guys I dated that were trying to boyfriend pimp me, fuck you. Um, having cousins that actually don't really respect you and treat you like you just coming to earth, crab in a bucket type person, don't know how to, do things like a woman. Fuck you. I have no respect for y'all. I mean, I love them to death because that's family. But at the same time, all those people, yeah, I regret everything I told them, everything I did with them, being in the game. For sure. So it wasn't even beneficial for them. It was just It was like they wanted to take me down with them, type of thing.
Misery loves company, huh?
Oh yes, it does. So fuck you.
Okay. So when do you plan to retire, and do you have any plans for the future?
Actually, I'm in college and I plan to retire when I make 50 million. I gotta have 50 M's to retire. Like being realistic, it's easy to make.
What do you say to the people that say prostitutes are lazy and need to get a real job?
I feel like prostitutes are slower. It takes some time to really break some shit down to them. But that's how the world goes around, honestly. So some people they don't talk about busting dates, but you gotta do what you gotta do at the end of the day. And some are slower than most. Like all of us have our own insanities. So I just feel like if we didn't have prostitutes, there would not be no business at all. There would be no business because the woman is the one that started the game, and the man put his fraudulent, little bedazzle, whatever you want to call it, and made it what it was. Just because, men are masculine. So it looked better for them taking the pimp game.
What kind of advice would you give to someone that's up and coming in the game?
Keep your legs closed and demand what you want. I say that first.
Kashmere, let the people know how they can reach you.
Honestly, you can find me on Instagram. You are not gonna find me anywhere in person unless you really got a bag. And my Instagram, I just got that up and running. Really, I haven't got verified yet, but I'll be doing that soon. That's basically where you can find me at.
Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you, Kashmere, for telling your story on Let Off Shots Films, and until next time.
Okay.